From the pulsating streets of Seoul to the grandest global stages, he's a visionary who transformed not only music, but an entire culture, shattering conventions and reimagining the essence of a global superstar. Yet, behind the glitz and glamour lies a tale of soaring triumphs that catapulted him to unimaginable heights and daunting lows that questioned his very place in the spotlight. This is the saga of G-Dragon and his monumental journey in crafting a legacy as K-pop's most legendary icon. Born Kwon Ji-yong on the 18th of August 1988 in Seoul, South Korea, G-Dragon's ascent to fame commenced long before he became a name whispered in every household. Raised in a modest family, his love for music sparked at an age that seemed almost prophetic. At merely 8 years old, G-Dragon's first significant break emerged when he joined the group Little Ru. Undoubtedly, his early brushes with the entertainment industry were pivotal, but it wasn't until 2001, when he was merely 13, that G-Dragon entered YG Entertainment as a trainee, embracing an exhaustive training regime. He dedicated years to perfecting his skills, from vocal mastery to intricate dance routines. In 2006, at the tender age of 18, he made his mark as a member of the boy group BigBang, where G-Dragon instantly shone as a creative powerhouse. His leadership transcended merely being the face of the group. He was the mastermind, sculpting much of their musical evolution. But it wasn't solely his musical prowess that distinguished him. G-Dragon's fashion flair, audacious ideas, and unmistakable voice became ingrained in the essence of the group's triumph, elevating them above their K-pop peers. After solidifying his stature within BigBang, G-Dragon embarked on his solo journey in 2009 with his debut album, Heartbreaker. Applause. It turned out to be a colossal success, both in critical acclaim and commercial triumph. 4 years later, G-Dragon returned with his second masterpiece, Coup d'etat, delving deeper into profound themes of identity, celebrity, and personal battles. Aside from these album milestones, his extraordinary tour in 2013 and the Act 3 Moment of Truth concert series in 2017 further solidified his stature as a solo sensation. That is why outlets like Vogue, Dazed, and Rolling Stone would go on to anoint him the King of K-pop, a title that encapsulated his supreme presence before G-Dragon. Solo sensation. This is why Vogue, Dazed, and Rolling Stone crowned him the King of K-pop, a title that perfectly encapsulated his reign before G-Dragon. Most idols were initially seen solely as entertainers with minimal creative input, but G-Dragon obliterated this stereotype by immersing himself in writing, composing, and crafting a significant portion of BigBang's catalog, launching with iconic tracks like Lies Haru, Haru, and Fantastic Baby. His hands-on approach cleared the path for fellow idols to embrace songwriting and production roles. Today, artists such as BTS's RM, Suga, Zico, IU, and 17's Woozi follow his groundbreaking lead as self-sufficient idols. G-Dragon's music seamlessly fused genres, blending hip-hop, EDM, R&B, rock, and even classical sounds, while TXT and Stray Kids now strive to redefine genre limits in their artistry, walking in G-Dragon's footsteps. He also transformed fashion in K-pop by merging street style with opulent luxury, establishing the genre's daring fashion-forward identity. As a Chanel ambassador, G-Dragon bridged K-pop and high fashion, creating a benchmark for idols like Blackpink's Jennie and BTS's J-Hope. And let's not forget the taboo of tattoos. G-Dragon showcased his ink with pride, making his tattoos conversation starters, featuring phrases like "too fast to live," "too young to die," and symbols that reflect his beliefs. He revolutionized the perception of tattoos within K-pop, inspiring fellow idols like J Park and those from BTS. Jungkook and Mamamoo's Hwasa now celebrate their body art. G-Dragon elevated the standards of K-pop music videos with breathtaking visuals. These were reminiscent of avant-garde masterpieces. Hits like Crayon and Coup d'etat showcase bold storytelling and vibrant imagery. High fashion aesthetics meld seamlessly into his creative vision. His artistic essence can be traced in the visual narratives of groups such as aespa, Blackpink, and TXT. These groups have brought forth high-concept cinematic music experiences. But that's merely the beginning. Before long, genderless fashion became a hot topic. G-Dragon skillfully blurred the boundaries of masculine and feminine attire. He donned skirts, makeup, and accessories with unwavering confidence, defying K-entertainment's rigid norms. Now, idols like BTS's V and Stray Kids' Hyunjin are boldly exploring gender-neutral aesthetics in their fashion choices. Through collaborations with Nike, Chanel, and his brand Peace-1, he laid the groundwork for idols to embrace multifaceted identities. Other artists like BTS's J-Hope with Louis Vuitton and Blackpink's Lisa with Celine have followed in his footsteps, intertwining artistry with branding. G-Dragon was the trailblazer in this evolution. He wore skirts, makeup, and jewelry with poise, challenging Korea's traditionally conservative views on gender representation. Now, idols like BTS's V and Stray Kids' Hyunjin continue to explore gender-neutral aesthetics in their fashion styles. Through collaborations with Nike, Chanel, and his own brand Peace-1, he established a model for idols to become multi-hyphenates. Other idols like BTS's J-Hope with Louis Vuitton and Blackpink's Lisa with Celine have followed in his footsteps, blending artistry with branding. G-Dragon was one of the pioneering K-pop idols to join forces with Western artists such as Diplo, Missy Elliott, and Sky Ferreira. And guess what? The iconic lightsticks that define K-pop today all trace back to BigBang's inception in 2006. G-Dragon himself crafted the very first lightstick, which later earned the name Big Bang. His vision was for VIPs to shine bright amidst the crowd, and he absolutely succeeded. Y Entertainment then mass-produced it, paving the path for every lightstick we cherish now. However, G-Dragon's most remarkable trend lies in his power to motivate others, from BTS's Jungkook and J-Hope to Zico, Bam Bam, and even Jaden Smith. Countless artists have named him their muse. Yet, like any superstar, soaring high, G-Dragon endures intense public scrutiny over his fame. His private life, relationships, and choices are constantly under the lens. G-Dragon's roots are modest, and he often reminisces about his family. In 2012, G-Dragon bestowed a pension hotel upon them, which his parents now manage. Regarding relationships, G-Dragon has always played it close to the vest. Arguably the most discussed rumored romance was with Japanese-American model and actress Kiko Mizuhara. Their connection was never officially validated, but the whispers endured for years. Another rumored relationship that stirred interest involved G-Dragon and Sandara Park from 2NE1, a claim both have persistently refuted. Actress Lee Eun was briefly associated with G-Dragon too. Likewise, sporadic rumors have circled around his involvement with idols like A and actress Junsu, as well as Blackpink's Jennie. Without a doubt, G-Dragon has etched his name as one of the most impactful figures in the music realm. Yet, like many public figures, his voyage hasn't been devoid of scandal. Arguably the most pressing controversy arose in 2011 when he was entangled in a drug-related incident. The rapper faced accusations of using marijuana during a trip to Japan. Reports indicated G-Dragon was seen at a nightclub with a group, and it later surfaced that one of them had partaken in marijuana. Though G-Dragon acknowledged taking a few puffs, he asserted ignorance of the cigarette being laced with it. Cigarette was tainted with marijuana. Accused of using marijuana during a visit to Japan, according to reports, G-Dragon was seen in a nightclub with a group of individuals, and it was subsequently uncovered that one of them had been consuming marijuana. While G-Dragon acknowledged taking a few puffs, he asserted that he was unaware the cigarette contained marijuana G. The Dragon agency Y Entertainment boldly stepped forward, releasing a statement that defended their star, asserting that he had no knowledge of the substance involved. G-Dragon's name had been caught in a storm of investigation, and while he faced no formal charges, he was placed under a suspended indictment, an act of mercy for this being his first transgression and the minuscule quantity of marijuana discovered. Then came the tumultuous year of 2018, as G-Dragon's obligatory military service sparked another wave of uproar. Enlisting in February of that year, whispers soon echoed that he had been assigned to an elite army division. Accusations of G-Dragon being granted special treatment due to his stardom flooded the air, yet his agency and loyal fans swiftly dismissed these rumors. Fast forward to the year 2023, when G-Dragon found himself under scrutiny once more for alleged drug use. On October 25, 2023, the Anseon Metropolitan Police stated that G-Dragon was the subject of a drug investigation. He vehemently refuted the allegations, declaring he had never touched drugs, and his legal team released a public statement asserting that G-Dragon was fully compliant with the ongoing investigation, willingly adhering to a drug test. The rapper voiced his determination to swiftly vindicate his name despite the surrounding chaos. The case was closed in December of 2023 after revealing negative drug test results and a lack of substantial evidence. Even his fashion empire encountered its share of turmoil, with Peace-1 embroiled in a trademark tug-of-war in 2019 with a US-based rival brand. The dispute centered around the name Peace-1, with the opposing brand claiming it violated their trademark. Legal battles ensued, forcing G-Dragon's label to adjust certain elements of the brand to settle the issue. Despite the setbacks, G-Dragon's triumphs vastly overshadowed the obstacles he's faced, and thus his legacy was forged. Now remember to like, share, and subscribe to Nuna K for more uproar, as the case was finally closed in December 2023 after negative drug test results emerged alongside a lack of evidence. Even his fashion label endured its share of drama back in 2019. as Peace Minus One faced a trademark clash with a US-based brand. The dispute hinged on the name Peace Minus One, with the rival brand asserting that it violated its trademark rights. Legal battles ensued, prompting g-draagon